Come on into the library. It's a place where I love to be. Look in a book, here's a story for you. Who makes stories when the day is through? Who makes stories when the day is through? Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun.
Byron Wordsworth.
Shelley and Jackson,
working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun. Come on, be a story maker.
Story makers. Story makers. Story makers.
It's midnight in the library. Hello.
time for all story makers to come out. Are you ready?
The sun is down, the stars are bright. Story makers come out at night. Hi, story maker. I'm Byron. Byron Wordsworth, here to make some magic and lots of stories. It's midnight. Time for a nice, cool drink, don't you think? The man in the suit says abracazoot. Perfect for nice, cool fruit cocktails. Right, we add a little bit of pineapple juice and the same measure of coconut milk. Right, now, there's something else I need.
Is it me, Byron?
Oh, but yes, of course I need you, Gels. But there's something else that I need.
Is it me, Byron?
Oh, well, of course I need you, Jackson. But there's something else.
What is it?
Ice cream.
Ice cream?
That's right. For the coolest fruit cocktails, we need ice cream. Abracafruit.
Wow! Oh, look, ice cream!
And these.
Wow! I love it. Oh, these are going to be the yummiest cocktails ever, Byron.
And very cool.
That's right, Jax. Extremely cool.
Oh, it's nice.
Oh, these are so lovely.
I like these fruit cocktails, Byron. You know, they're so cool. They're a bit like you, Byron.
Oh, thanks, Jax.
How do you know how to make such a cool drink?
Pure skill.
Oh.
It's all a question of measuring the right amount of pineapple juice and coconut milk.
Oh, so you have to get the right amount.
Aha! Absolutely.
Byron, could we use the measuring jug to make a measuring story?
Take it away, Jax.
Oh, thanks, Byron. One measuring jug for a story.
Are you ready?
Imagine. Imagine. Imagine a story. Here it comes, what's it going to be? Oh, it's a playbook.
Flour soup. Barto and Afra are brother and sister. They love playing together. And today, they're playing in the garden. Barto wants to make soup. He tells Afra it's going to be flour soup. First, we need some water for our soup. Pour it in. Then we have to collect some grass. Put it in here. Then we need some daisies. They're the white flowers with yellow middles. In they go. Then some pink flowers. Put them in. And I'll get some petals. Don't pick Mum's best flowers. They find some wooden spoons and mix until the soup is nearly done. Afra wants to add some stones, but Barto doesn't want stones in the flower soup. So Afra makes her own soup, stone soup. She puts the stones in a red bucket. Mix it round. Now the flower soup and the stone soup are ready. Mum, come and see. Mum isn't sure about eating stone soup or even flower soup. You can't eat flowers and stones. They'll make you ill. It's only pretend, says Afra.
I think I prefer your fruit cocktails to the flower soup.
Thanks, Jax. It's all in the measuring.
Making sure there's the right amount.
That's right.
Can you measure anything in a jug, Byron?
Not anything. A jug's great for measuring anything you want to pour.
Oh, like our drinks.
Ah, that's right. But say if I wanted to find out how heavy something was...
Okay.
Well, I'd find out by using these balancing scales here.
Oh, how?
Well, you take two objects. You put one in one end.
Yes.
And one in the other end.
Okay.
And the heaviest side goes down.
Oh, and the light side goes up.
Absolutely. Do you want to have a try?
Yes, please.
Right, okay.
What should we put in
Take
next?
these out. Right. Which is the heavier?
Yes.
The car or the lorry?
Oh, the lorry, because it's the biggest.
What do you think? Should we put them in and find out?
Yeah.
Okay. The car goes in one end, and the lorry goes in...
Bang! Down.
Ah.
That's the heaviest, the lorry.
That's right.
Oh, can we do it again?
Of course.
Oh, what should we put on now?
What about these?
What?
We have a ball, and we have a book.
Oh, well, the ball is huge, so that's the heaviest.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right.
There's the book, Playbook.
Now, here's the heavy ball.
Heavy ball. And wow, these scales are amazing. I would have thought that the ball was the heaviest.
Oh, well, Jax, just because something's big, it doesn't necessarily mean it's heavy.
Oh.
What about these?
What?
Feathers
Okay.
and a stone.
Well, feathers are very light and stones are very heavy, so the stone is the heaviest.
Do you think Jax is right?
Yes.
Let's see.
Feathers.
And?
And the heavy stone goes down. Oh, that's amazing. Heavy feathers.
That's right. The feathers were heavier than the stone.
Yeah.
Right, perhaps if I add some more stones, we can make them weigh the same.
All right.
Cool, these feathers are heavy. Oh, look.
Oh,
Look at
yeah,
that.
It balances like a seesaw.
Nearly.
Maybe a stone would make a weighing story.
Wicked idea, Jax. Go right ahead.
Thank you, Byron. One stone for a weighing story.
Let's say the magic words together.
Oh, yes, I like that, Byron. Imagine. Imagine. Imagine a story. Oh, it's a Barnacle Rock story.
Hey, the swingy, upsy, downy story.
Papa Clam and Ellie say hi. Hi. Little Lee and Harry say ho. Ho. With Gruff and Electra, they're gonna search for treasure down amongst the barnacles of Barnacle Rock. Yeah.
Once upon a tide at Barnacle Rock, something peculiar turned up while Ellie, Harry and Little were playing hide and seek.
Coming, ready or not.
Shouted Harry. Little rushed to find a hiding place, but bumped into something large and scary. Ah! She raced back to Harry and jumped into the pouch.
What's the matter?
Said Harry.
There's a scary thing in the sand with longy arms and shelly hands.
She whispered shakily. Electra appeared in a shower of sparks.
Whatever's going on?
Little's seen something scary, said Ellie. I'm going to take a closer look.
Oh, right, me too.
Hissed Electra.
Aren't they brave?
Chimed the barnacles. Ellie and Electra swam along the seabed and saw the most peculiar creature. It had a tall body and 2 long, stretchy, outy arms, each of which had a large golden shell dangling from it.
What the sparks can it be?
Hissed Electra. Perhaps it's something for swinging it, said Ellie, jumping in. It dropped down a little and swung about.
Whee! This is fun.
She shouted. Electra jumped into the other. It too dropped down and swung about. But this time, Ellie's shell went up in the air.
Well, I never. Hey, Harry!
Electra sparked.
Look at this!
Harry floated over. Little peeped out of the pouch. The strange creature didn't look scary anymore. Harry and Little swam into the shell with Ellie. It dropped down and swung about while Electra's shot up in the air.
Oh, my!
She shrieked.
What are you lot up to?
Grumbled Gruff.
Swinging up and down!
Shrieked Electra.
Squeeze in with me, Chuck, you'll love it!
Well, all right.
Gruff had to agree. It did look like fun. Down they shot and up went Harry, Little and Ellie.
Hey now, don't you lot look silly.
Hi, Papa Clam. We don't know what this is, but it's fun.
Giggled Ellie.
That there swingy upsy downy thing is what people up top know as weighing scales. They use them to tell how heavy things are. Now, the side that's up is the lightest side.
That's us.
Shouted Ellie.
And the side that's low down is the heaviest.
Oh, that's us!
Hissed Electra.
And if it's in the middle, it means that each side weighs the same.
At that moment, Ellie jumped out of her side and Gruff jumped out of his, making the scales balance.
Hey, Harry, love, does this mean we're made for each other?
Electra blew Harry a kiss. Everyone laughed.
That's the end of our swingy, upsy, downy adventures for today.
Beamed Ellie.
Oh, so Harry and Electra weighed the same. They were different shapes, but they still weighed the same as each other.
Yeah. And look at these 2 children. They were in the library today.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're not the same size. Look, one is bigger than the other.
Oh, yes, but they're not the same age. Look, this one says, "My name is James and I am 7 years old."
What does this one say, Jackson?
Oh, that says, "My name is Hannah
Yeah.
and I am 4 years old."
Well, Hannah's smaller than James. Yeah, that's a bit like you and me, Jackson. You are tall.
And you are small.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this jelly. I think I saw someone using this today.
Well, what is it? It looks like a ribbon.
The librarian called it a tape measure. It's for finding out how tall things are.
Oh, brilliant. Well, let's measure how tall Hannah and James are.
I don't think I'm tall enough to use it on them.
Oh. Well, you can measure me. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's a good idea.
Come on, down there.
Okay, I measure you from just your neck down to there.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
And measure my arm.
Okay,
Yeah.
stretch out your arms and
That one.
and oh, yes, that's very interesting too.
Oh, I've got a good idea. Why don't we put the tape measure in the story machine?
That's a good idea. Let's.
Yeah, come on.
One tape for a measuring story. It needs your help too.
Yes. Imagine a story. Oh, what's it gonna be? Oh, it's a blue cow story.
Oh, Blue Cow and the Decorator.
In a field not far away is a herd of cows grazing quietly. One of the cows is most unusual. Blue Cow wonders about the big world beyond her field. One day, Blue Cow was looking at the house on the hill. Oh, I wonder what it's like inside a house. She's off again, said the other cows. So, Blue Cow caught the bus that stops beside her field. I'd like a ticket to the inside of a house, please. There you go, madam. Hold very tight. And they set off for Shorty the Bear's house. And then they arrived. Blue Cow was in a room. There were lots of pots of paint and rolls of wallpaper everywhere. Oh, no, said a small bear, looking at the wallpaper. What's the matter? Asked Blue Cow. I want to put up some wallpaper and I need to know how high the wall is. Why don't you measure it? I cannot reach the top. They don't call me Shorty for nothing. Let me try. Blue Cow held up the tape measure, but she couldn't reach either. Oh, I'm too short as well. Try jump and pet, said Shorty. Blue Cow jumped in the air. Oh, it's still too high. I know. Why don't you climb on my back, and together we'll be tall enough. Great idea, said Shorty. He climbed onto her back. Can you hold the tape measure at the bottom? Moo, said Blue Cow as she wobbled about trying to hold it under her hoof. Oh, said Shorty as he wobbled about on top of Blue Cow trying to reach the top. They wobbled and wobbled and wobbled and then... Whoops! They landed in a heap on the table. Pots of paint flew off the table. Paint landed all over the wall. Oh dear, said Blue Cow. Hey, don't worry, pet. I don't need to put up the wallpaper now. The wall looks fantastic. Hey, thank you, Blue Cow. Oh, you're welcome, she said. Oh, you'll never guess where I've been. Where have you been? I've been to Shorty the Bear's house and helped him to decorate. Everyone knows cows can't decorate houses. But we know they can, don't we?
Oh, that was funny. Hey, Jackson,
What?
do you think if I stood on your shoulders, we could be as tall as Byron?
Rather you didn't, Jelly.
You're both just right as you are.
Oh.
And look, we better skedaddle.
Yes, it's time for all story makers to be hidden away.
Dawn is upon us, the morning is nigh. We've made our stories and we bid you goodbye.
Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers.
Come back soon.
Thanks for helping. Bye.
See you later, story maker.